Florida being sued for excluding trans care from Medicaid. When we'll watch this video.
Today, Lambda Legal, along with our partners Southern Legal Counsel, the Florida Health Justice Project, the National Health Law Program, and the law firm of Pillsbury, Winthrop, Shaw, and Pittman, announced that we are filing a complaint in federal court in Florida against the Florida Agency for Healthcare Administration, which recently announced its plans to remove from Medicaid coverage in the state of Florida all gender-affirming medical care for transgender youth and adults. This lawsuit is incredibly important and says to the state of Florida that this kind of discrimination is not tolerated under the Constitution. We're also sending a message to transgender Floridians writ large that we are here for you and we support your right to access the same kinds of coverage under Medicaid as non-transgender beneficiaries. It is an incredibly important step, and we plan to litigate this case to a successful conclusion, which, from our view, is the removal of this discriminatory exclusion in the state of Florida Medicaid plan.
A new federal lawsuit challenges the state of Florida's effort to block gender-affirming health care for the transgender community from its state Medicaid program. The lawsuit calls the rule illegal, discriminatory, and, quote, dangerous governmental action, end quote. A coalition of legal groups has filed this lawsuit on behalf of 4 Florida Medicaid recipients who are either transgender or parents of transgender youth and reside in the Northern District of Florida. Around 5 million Floridians, which are nearly a quarter of the state's residents, are depending on the state's taxpayer-funded Medicaid program. More than half of the children in the state are covered by Medicaid, and most adult recipients are either low-income parents or people with disabilities. For years, this program has covered the cost of gender-affirming health care, including hormone prescriptions and surgeries for the transgender community. It is estimated that around 9,000 transgender people in Florida are presently using Medicaid for their treatments. However, in June, Florida's Medicaid regulator issued a report claiming that health care for the gender dysphoria is, quote, experimental and investigational, end quote, and studies showing benefits to mental health are of very low quality and based on unreliable methods. This report is criticized by medical experts. Well, I'm hoping that we're going to have to leave it up to the doctors. If someone comes in that needs help, those doctors are going to have to rely on their Hippocratic oath and help these patients.
But they're not. They're not going to, because they're going to be afraid that they're going to lose their license. Here in Florida, DeSantis is going after doctors and nurses and all of them. We're like, yeah, okay, yeah, go help them. Go help the trans community, and I'll take your damn license.
It's like a lawsuit waiting to happen with DeSantis.
Yeah, I mean, he don't care. Yeah. He got money. You know how many lawsuits are being thrown at him? I mean, seriously.
But it's not a theoretical group of people that would be affected. These are 9,000 people within the transgender community that depend on these benefits for their gender-affirming care. These are 9,000 people in the state of Florida. So it's a shame that we're not actually taking into consideration these lives.
Well, and think about it. Who needs Medicare the most? Black and brown people that are broke. That's who you're going after. Yep. That's who you're taking the help away from. These children that know who they are instinctively. They can tell you. They don't know how to get to the nearest 7-Eleven, but they know their gender doesn't match what they look like, and they need help with it. And there are these parents that are there to help you and support you, and now they can't get the care that their child so desperately wants.
And that study is completely bogus. I mean, any person that I know who's transgender, who takes the medicine and stuff to do gender affirming, is in a much better headspace because of it. And to wipe that away from them, you are messing with them mentally. They're going to go through underground and unsafe methods to get the stuff, and which and a lot of times put them in bad spaces mentally because the stuff, they're not taking the right dosages because they're doing underground stuff. So this is going to be more damaging than anything.
Well, and the people and the kids that can't get it, right? The Trevor Project tells us every single year that LGBTQ plus folks are 4 times, more subjected to thinking about ending their lives. So imagine a kid that has already started these hormones or these meds, and all of a sudden, no, you can't. You have to stop.
Yeah, that's damaging.
The trans community here is in good hands with the team from Lambda Legal. They're going to do a great job, hopefully, in this lawsuit, and let's get this rights back to the trans community that needs it.
LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBTQ plus community.